Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This little essay is called A Day in the Life of My Doggie. I spent a lot of time with my dog, dote on my dog, and I thought I'd share a typical day. Just possibly it's going to make you a better dog owner, or should I say a caretaker, or you might just laugh at me, someone who prides himself on being maximally productive, paradoxically devoting so much time and energy on a mutt. On waking, I'm careful not to wake my Hachi, who, younger, needs more sleep than I do. I get myself dressed quietly so as to not wake him, and then open the door to my home office, which Hachi hears no matter how deeply he's sleeping. That's because it's the sound that food is nigh. He lifts his little head, I come over and say, "Good morning, sweet Hachi," and give him his morning belly rub. He then jumps down from the bed, tail wagging like he had never seen food before. In my home office, which is where I keep the food, I put a handful of his $100 a bag top-rated Origin dog food into a bowl and give him fresh water. Unlike with my previous dogs, whom I could leave a self-dispensing food canister available for when the mood strikes, Hachi would get blimpoid. That, of course, is unhealthy for anyone, but my Hotch, my wife calls him the best Hotch that was ever hatched, Hotch that was ever hatched, but anyway, has the beginnings of a bad back. After I feed him, he toddles back to the bed, now lying with his head on my pillow. I guess he likes the smell in that still warm part of the bed. I check my email quickly because I don't want him to have to cross his legs, and we go off on our morning hike, with me sensitive to when he needs to stop to pee or poop. Lest you think I'm a total wimp, I'm aware that the experts say that you and not the dog should decide when and where to stop. I usually do, but I'm not averse to his occasionally pulling me when and where he feels particular need to bestow his unholy water. We end up at my favorite cafe, a nice 15-minute hilly hike away from home, at which point, in violation of the silly California Health Department rule against sweet, flea-free doggies in any place that serves food, all the baristas welcome my Hotch. I attach his leash to my chair, whereupon he takes a nap, but he's gladly interrupted when people, usually women or kids, ask if it's okay to pet him. I gush, "Absolutely," whereupon Hachi usually looks up and on being petted rolls over and paws for a belly rub. At this point I want to additionally validate that Hachi is the world's sweetest dog by mentioning that he has barked only twice in his 5-year life, each time inexplicably and just for a moment. I love my Hachi, but as a security guard, he gets an F. He'd kiss the robber or at least roll over for a belly rub. He didn't even bark when inadvertently I had closed the door when returning from the deck and didn't realize he was still outside. 3 hours later, I realized it, and there he was, napping in a shady spot, peaceful in the knowledge that eventually I'd retrieve him. When we get back from our morning constitutional, I go to my desk, whereupon, you guessed it, he takes a nap on the dog bed that I've glued to an ottoman next to my desk. When I crave a bit of dog love, I just lean over, give him a little love, and he typically makes a noise that's the dog equivalent of a purr. In recent years, most of my clients are by phone or Zoom, but when I have an in-person client, Hachi typically lies on the floor next to my chair or on the sofa next to the client. Clients, even dog people who are not dog lovers, like Hachi, and many of them spend part of the session petting him while talking. Indeed, I printed up a business card that says Hachi, receptionist, co-counselor, and stress buster. In the evening, my wife and I get great joy from giving him treats, more belly rubs, and from his nuzzling between us as we watch TV. Come bedtime, he jumps on the bed, I kiss him goodnight, and he settles in for a good night's sleep next to my thigh. People assume that because I work such long hours discretionarily that I must love my work. No, I work because I want to spend as much time as possible using my abilities constructively. But love, that's pretty much restricted to my wife and, yes, my sweet, sweet Hachi. In any case, that story is called A Day in the Life of My Doggie. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And I'd certainly welcome you taking a look at any of my 28 books, including the just-published book, A Dose of Reality, subtitle, Essays and Short Stories that most people hate, or most people would hate, or something like that. Anyway, I thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko.